Dumela Mosotho ya kgabane. Re motlotlo re le FNB Lesotho ho tlisetsa lenaneo le tlo bua ka tsa ditjhelete. Lenaneo le tlo o ruta ho sebedisa tjhelete ya hao e le hore o e boloka jwang le hore na o e sebedisa ka tsela e jwang. Ka lebitso ke Mmasakwane hanyane ke hlaha FNB Lesotho Lefapheng la Marketing and Communications. Lenaneo lena la rona re le bitsa ka hore ke tjhelete e tsamayang le dikeletso ka sekgowa o ka re money coupled with advisory.
Hello, my name is Tukiso TK Ntebe, also known as the Finance Bachelor. Now, it goes without saying that the last few months have been particularly difficult for many of us. I'm talking about the skyrocketing cost of living, high inflation, and high interest rates. The question is, what does this mean for you as a business owner and you as a consumer? To unpack this, I have in studio with me Ndatemo Housewell, the head of treasury at FNB Lesotho. My second guest in studio is Ndate Mutiare Tsosan, the head of commercial, corporate and investment banking at FNB Lesotho. All right, Puntat, the industry is very full of jargon. We hear terms such as stagflation, inflation, interest rate, macroeconomic conditions and the likes being thrown around very easily. For the ordinary Mosotho, what does this actually mean? Ndate, maybe you can start with you.
Okay, so maybe just one or two of them, and then maybe the rest. So maybe let's take stagflation first. Stagflation, you are typically dealing with a situation where you are running out of employment, so your unemployment is increasing. And it is increasing at higher prices, and you also don't have growth. You typically don't want to struggle with all these three at the same time, but it does happen.
Okay.
The last one that we have seen, I think it was around about the 1940s, and stagflation happen. So to the ordinary Mosotho, what does stagflation mean? Ho bolela hore moruo o hola butle ho o sa kgoneng hore o hlahise mesebetsi. E le hore re bolela hore ho Mosotho ya ntseng a rekisa diapole jwalo, the excitement in the economy ha e dumelle hore a kgone ho rekisa ka pelenyana ka tsela eo a neng a ka lakatsa. Two, hangata stagflation, you're dealing with it from a supply side. And normally your fiscal policy tools, your monetary policy tools, they are normally leaning towards demand side shocks. This is why monetary policy will focus chelete ka bo we get chelete ho change behavior ba batho, but supply it's normally e kenela ha ntho batho ba ratang se ceteris paribus hangata ba rata ho ska tsentjha ile mo ska tsentjha tsena tse ding ba ba supply no ska change, but now ho tsentjha yona supply. So ho bolela hore there's too few goods but batho ba na chelete. So the too few goods di wa tona go batho ba senang chelete, so dikgwebo ha hona mokgwa hore di tla eketsa batho ba di sebeletsang at the same time, because dintho di shelfong ha di tsamaya ka pelenyana as you'd otherwise like.
I think
stagflation.
Sure. Ndate, I think from your side, we've seen sharp increases in the cost of fuel, the cost of food, and other utilities. Just this week alone, Hola announced an interest rate of 75 basis points increase in interest rates. What are some of the consequences, and how does this impact a business owner in Lesotho?
So it was quite interesting how this jargon and the two things you've already raised it interest rates ka Botswana. We're quite familiar with it.
Sure.
Then hona lena inflation, then se chelete la hlelwa ke matla. And I will sort of narrate a very nice story in kopane le yona. Batho ka ne ba complain ba re mithara tsa bona di a matha. Right? jwale potso e le gore na mithara tse tsa motlakase di matha ka le hobaneng. And the reality ko gore ha re bua ka motlakase o reka di-units tsa 100 rand
Sure.
kapo tsa 20 rand. You never really go back to saying 100 rand e reketse units tse ka. O bona fela gore ke rekile units tsa 100 rand jwale mithara wa
matha and wa matha
wa bona wa matha. And essentially ntho e tsaitseng mono fela ko gore Chelete kapo 100 rand e lahlehetswe ke matla e ne o rekela motlakase wa boleng bo itseng e se o rekela wa boleng bo bokana. That which is happening there is actually inflation.
Okay.
And entse bua ka yone no ye re boneng where fuel prices have gone up, and when fuel prices go up and the cost of living ya nyoloha ke mane mo motho a tla tshwa ai khona Chelete ena ha isana matla ke ka down sa 500 mane ne ha ke potela mone ka re utsweditswe o bo dule fatshe o bala gore hana ke ile ka etsang. The reality ntse le yone ya gore a liter of petrol re kile ga tletse ba ka yona ile 10 rand about 2010-11 ka jeno go bua ka 22 rand 50. It's the same loti. So go bolelang gore re ka ha re ya re lebane le taba tsa petrol Chelete ya rona lahletswe ke matla up to 100%.
Sure.
Ke yona ntho e tleng re fa modikwadikwane ne re be re ipotsa gona ga utswetswa ha ntse re tsamaya mabakeng mona re Chelete ha e
Jwale, the big bank ya hlaya e re kgonyola interest rate ka 75 basis points to Mosotho, an ordinary Mosotho. How does that affect me? How does that affect my business in the context of conversations that we work on?
Okay. It hloka re fe mahlo a mabedi. So the monetary policy tool is sebediswang ke interest rate. Interest rate ke ka Sesotho fela. This is the cost of credit.
Okay.
Jwalo ka ha ona le tjhelete ya airtime, ona le tariff ya motlakase and like. So how bua ka interest rate o na sekoloto ke boka. Jwale tsela e thulena e tla sebetsa ka tsela eo okay maybe re central bank le baka leo ba qeteletseng ba tlameha go ba nyolle di rates ka lona ke hobane sekgahla seo Chelete e lahlehelwang ke matla ka sona se potlakile ho feta ka tsela eo go lekaneng ho supporta kgolo. Kore ha o nona le 10 maluti okay e reketse mohlala ka hore nahana ha ene ba hona tjena ha ne re palama ho tloha dithabaneng re tla mona re tlile re palama ka 10 maluti pele re khutla taxi ne se le 15 rand. Wa hang fela ntse re le mona se re tlo khutla ka 15 rand. Ho bolela hore price ya transport ha isa le stable. So ho leka hore e tle be stable. Central bank e na le di-tool ha tse di go netefatsa hore Chelete e leng teng in the cycle either e ba turu kapo supply in terms of the hard money balance. It lets ba go e benyanya. Ha ke wa tseba Chelete e change botsogo ba motho. O shebe motho ha qeta ho nka loan tsatsing lena ha qeta ho enka mabaka ha ya ba mangata or maybe loan maybe it's a bit far fetched ka di 20 excitement ya gona e ngata like that ke gona traffic e gona e ba jwang ko a fela people are just a little bit excited and o shebe traffic eo e ba nteng ka di 20 ha o ka e tlisa ka di 10 kapo ka di 15 batho ba go kana fela tseleng mona he wena jwa
Chelete ha e
ka di 20 ke very patient hai bana a ba swela ba fete Chelete change behavior wa so now central bank ke ho ba work into e tlameha etso cost ya yona Chelete either e tla ya hodimo so how is how hodimo etsa hore batho ba sekgahla seo batho ba batlang go kadima ka sona se theowe sekgahla seo e lo bolela go fokotsa Chelete matsong a batho so e lo go wena a rekisang apole how e lo go o etsa sale every other 2 hours jwale se lo ka lebaka la Chelete e ngata matsong a batho etsa every other 30 seconds o kana qeteletse o batla go turise diapole unnecessary so Chelete ha ile ngena matsong a batho sekgahla seno seo Chelete e lahlehelwang ke matla ka sona le sona se tla slow it down. So it's a necessary evil.
Okay.
Re ka nna ba tjho jwalo.
So, Mots, I have a business loan, asset-based finance, I bought a car, a truck or something.
Yeah.
High interest rate in lower at 75 basis points. How does that actually affect me? But now in the context, I loan.
Yeah. So I think what is fundamentally going to happen, and I'll speak both from a corporate or commercial client and a business entity. The reality is when interest rates go up, your installment increases. In the name of those that have already gotten the loan.
Sure.
When installments go up, affordability decreases. So what that means, in the short run, those that want credit today, the matrix around calculating the affordability changes. And what that does, it limits factors of production, it limits supply, it slows down the car to an idling pace. And even from an individual perspective, that increase in interest rates is going to take out of your spending 500 Rand, 600 Rand, and so on and so forth. But it's the underlying cost of money that is being transmitted into the market. It doesn't necessarily start with the commercial banks. It is the reality translated into interest rates. And when you look ahead, where it starts to decide on how do you allocate capital, how social business viabilities, how does that look like, and so on and so forth. So so that whenever you're taking credit, it's not to the ceiling of what you can afford. There was once a time when a prime lending rate was at 16%. There was a time when it was down to 7-8%, and so it's important that when you look at it, you are taking money today and committing yourself for 3 to 5 years.
Sure.
What might happen with those interest rates in the next 3 to 5 years? So don't go straight for the ceiling, and that's where great business discipline, the money that you've made, 10% of it, leave it as a reserve to cater for all those items in your business.